Today I'm going to talk about a topic that's essential for every student: how to budget and manage your money effectively while studying at university, particularly here in Leicester. Whether you're living in student halls, renting privately or commuting, managing your finances wisely can help you make the most of your time here without unnecessary stress. So let's talk about how we're going to build a budget. To do this, we need to know our expenses and our income. So first, let's look at income. Most students rely on a combination of maintenance loans, parental contributions, part-time jobs and savings. The maintenance loans for UK students is based on household income, so it will change from person to person. But it's important to note that Leicester is one of the most affordable cities to live in as a student. Still, you'll need to plan carefully, and having a part-time job can really help with this, whether that be off-campus or on-campus work. Here's an example of what those roles could look like for you. And if having a job at university is something that you think you'll need, we do have a fantastic career service that can help support you in this. So take advantage of that, because this will not only help boost your income, it will also help with your CV for after university. So now that we've covered income, let's talk about expenses. Expenses and accommodation costs can vary from person to person. At Leicester, our accommodation starts from £69 per week, but this ranges depending on what you go for. Our most expensive accommodation is £263 per week. So have a look for something that you think is going to fit within your budget. In university accommodation, bills are included, but for privately rented accommodation, this may not always be the case. So really do your research if that's what you think you're gonna go for. Next up is groceries and food. This again can vary on your needs, but the best advice is to try and make weekly meal plans so that you can avoid waste by batch cooking and freezing meals as well. Try to avoid takeaways as much as possible, as it can really eat into your budget. And then when we're looking at a budget, it's not just about looking at rent, bills and food, but also other costs that can creep in that you might not think about. So here's an example of lots of the average monthly spend on what those things are that people spend on. So things like transport. Leicester is a very walkable city, and there is a free shuttle bus that can get you from the university to the village accommodation and vice versa. So transport can be low cost. And there's also plenty of cycle lanes. So if you are a cyclist, maybe using your bike to get around would be beneficial as well. However, if you are a commuting student, maybe look at getting a rail card or a bus pass to save on money. Also, if you're living far away from home, think about how often you may want to take the trip back. Look at how much this is going to cost you and create a budget for this as well. So also books and supplies can also be costly. So always check the university library before buying textbooks. Many are available for free as ebooks or hard copies, and Facebook groups and online marketplaces can often have secondhand copies at a real small fraction of the cost as well. So do that before buying them outright. And then let's not forget socializing and entertainment. Again, this is very personal to you, but I would say on average, budget around £60 to £150 a month for nights out, cinema and any other activities as well. Leicester has plenty of affordable student-friendly spots like pubs and cafes in the city centre. So now we know your income and expenses, you can easily build a monthly budget, which should look a little bit like this. So once you've created your monthly budget, you should be able to see how much you have left over and where you may need to rein in your spending a little. Are you spending money on any luxuries that you can live without? For example, does someone live with you already? Does someone you live with already have a Netflix account? Can you get rid of yours and split the cost of this between you all? That can help with your budget. So this is a simple way to budget, but if you want to go more in depth, you can look at creating a yearly budget too. So you can download this template from Save the Student. And whilst having a monthly budget works well and should be enough for most people, our needs can change from month to month. Maybe you're going on holiday, maybe it's a loved one's birthday, so you need to spend a bit of extra money that month. So doing a yearly budget can help you visualize your year ahead, and then you can predict where you need to save money in which months to make those future more costly months a reality. So now that we've gone through that, now let's talk about what to avoid. So avoid using your student overdraft as free money. Remember, it's a safety buffer, it's not extra cash. Don't sign up for any unnecessary subscriptions or buy expensive tech unless you absolutely need it. And then also be cautious about credit cards. Only use them if you can pay them off fully each month, because it can be a dangerous slippery slope. And then here are some tips to help you stretch your money further as well. So use student discounts. Always ask about student discounts in stores, restaurants, cinemas. Apps like Unidays and Student Beans can save you significant money. Utilize budgeting apps to help keep track of your money. I'm going to go through some examples of them shortly as well. Leave room for savings, even if it's just £10 to £20 a month, to create a financial safety net as well. And look at scholarships and bursaries that are on offer at the university. If you search for scholarships at University of Leicester, we have quite an array that you might be eligible for. And here are some apps that I mentioned that are really good with helping you get a good start on budgeting. So maybe have a look and research into those. And here are some resourceful websites as well. I'd really recommend looking at the University of Leicester Cost of Living Hub. On there's a financial wellbeing toolkit which provides information about paid employment, student bank accounts, the disabled students allowance, budgeting calculators, tips on saving money and educational grants. And it also talks about our hardship funds that we have on offer as well. So managing your money effectively at university doesn't mean you have to miss out on all the fun. It's about being smart with your choices and staying on top of your budget. Leicester offers a great balance of affordability and a vibrant student life. So with a little planning, you can really thrive here. And if you're interested in more content like this, check out our vlogs and videos on our website. And thank you very much for joining.